Welcome to the very first segment of What's the 411. I'm your host, Lady Slim, and we're cutting through the noise to bring you the real on the creative community. And no fluff, no filters, just the blueprint on the independent artist. And I have an independent artist that is on the line right now, and he goes by the name of Lamar Atkins. How are you?
Hi, Lady Slim. I'm doing
Hey,
good. How are you
good.
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing excellent. I'm doing
Yes.
amazing. All right. So, what's the scoop? What you got going on, Lamar Atkins? Talk to us.
Yeah, I have a lot going on. I just kicked off the second part of my Moonseeker Seek the Moon tour. We kicked off our first performance at Petra's. It was this March 20th, this last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was super lit. And outside of that, my next stop is in New York at the Delancey, and I have some other dates in PA and Texas. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. And then in the works right now, I'm working with one of my fellow
Mm-hmm.
collaborators and besties, Robert Grant, to take Moonseeker into a short film to kind of put the cherry on top for the Moonseeker trilogy. So, as you know, starting back in April 2024, I released Moonseeker, and now we are on the third installment of that. It was Moonseeker 1, 2, and 3. So,
Dope.
yeah, I have a lot going on. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so we definitely getting a scoop in the 411 from you. But I have another
yeah,
question. Who is a silent
sure.
mentor in the industry you've been watching to build your blueprint? Hmm.
I think I have to say two artists, honestly. Um, First, Dawn Richard, I think that she's such a trailblazer in the independent community and just kind of like the blueprint before there was a blueprint in the sector of genre bending artists like myself. And then also Rochelle Jordan. I was very lucky to see her concert last night in Atlanta, and it was just even more inspiring to be able to see her in person and to see her growth as well and her breakthrough. So those two artists are kind of my blueprint currently. Um, yeah, for all of my inspiration as far as building my brand as Lamar. I am Lamar Music and
Okay.
my music. So yeah,
Dope, dope. Okay, so now you're on your New Jersey, your new journey. You're doing tours and stuff like that. Like, what is an industry
yeah.
myth you had to unlearn to actually start making money?
Um, that you really do have to do free performances and really be humble yourself to be able to perform outside on a parking deck if you need to, or anywhere that you can share your art and just you know not have a hung up on like, oh, I'm not getting paid for this, so this means nothing. Like, in order for people to really be interested in seeing that you have a brand itself, you have to cultivate that. And so I feel that that was something that I had to really learn at first, coming from my background of
Mm-hmm.
being a professional ballet dancer and kind of like always getting paid to get to gigs or whatever. But I had to unlearn that factor of like performing anywhere is going to be beneficial, whether that's monetary or non-monetary value.
Okay, real quick, give us an
Yeah.
artist. Give us an artist we aren't talking about but should be.
An artist that we aren't talking about that
We
we
should be.
should be talking about.
Right.
Um, Outside of myself, of course, because you got to
Right.
plug yourself. Um, I would definitely say I'm really hung up on Dawn Richard. I feel like she's very, very, very much unheard of in certain communities, yet such a trailblazer in so many ways. So I definitely think that go out and get the newest single from Dawn Richard, one of my favorite artists ever, indie artist. So yeah, that's the artist I would say.
All right, now shout out your social media so they can know how to get more 411 and information on you, Lamar.
Yeah, you can check out all of my stuff at World of Lamar, and I'm www.iamlamarmusic.com. I have everything, my tour days, new music, all of the things are going to be the World of Lamar. That's on TikTok and Instagram.
All right, y'all. Y'all just heard our first What's the 411 with our calling creative Lamar Atkins. Thank you so much for pulling up to
Yes.
Music Industry
Thank
Charlotte's
you.
What's the 411 segment. We appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too, Lady Slim.
All right, bye
Bye.
bye.